Todd Ristau, and I'm the director of the graduate program in playwriting at Hollins University. I'm also the literary associate at Mill Mountain Theater and the new artistic director at Studio Roanoke. One of the things that is so great about the program at Hollins is the synergies and ways that some things in the theater community here in Roanoke overlap. I get submissions for the CenterPieces Reading Series at Mill Mountain. And it's always a great thing when a script comes out of the playwriting program and that I can actually use some of the undergraduate actors from Hollins and local actors from the community as part of this CenterPieces series. Deal by Neeley Gossett is a short play, 35 minutes. The CenterPieces parameters are 25 to 35 minutes of fare that is suitable for a general audience at lunchtime. So it can't be so dark and tragic that nobody wants to go back to work after lunch. So we look for things that are a little bit comic, but we also want something that has some real meat to it. And Neeley's script fit that. It's about a couple of PhD students who are experimenting with the life of professional poker players and making decisions about which direction their lives will go. Neeley Gossett is a great new writer. Last summer was her first summer in the playwriting program at Hollins. And she had actually submitted this script to the CenterPieces series before she applied at Hollins. And so I was familiar with the script, and it kind of served as a nice writing sample. She did a reading of it as part of the Playwrights Lab during that summer. Austin was in that reading, and it seemed like a good script for the series. Ran it past the artistic director at Mill Mountain. He said go, so that's how it came to be.
I'm Susie Young. I'm a senior at Hollins University. I'm graduating this year. I'm a double major in theater and dance. I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, and I'm 22 years old.
I'm Heidi Hostetler. I am a junior at Hollins University. I'm a double major in film/photography and theater, and I am almost 23 years old.
I'm Austin. I work at CCS Medical, part-time actor. I'm 20 years old.
I'd say there's something very mutual about the process. I feel like we're working and having a process of developing, and so is the script. So it's not until like we actually get to go through with it that you find out what works, what doesn't, what disappears forever, and then like if there's an entrance missing or something. Like I feel like the process is give and take. I feel like we give and the script gives, and then like the script demands that we do different things, and then also I think we have a little bit of influence to be like this worked in the script and this created just a lot of confusion. So I think it was nice to have. It felt like two works in progress. Like we were progressing, and so was the script. That's what it felt like.
Well, it's interesting to see it go from start to finish. Kind of you seeing it evolve. I mean, when I did the reading and now this one. I mean, especially with some of the other more finished and polished kind of plays, it's just mainly acting.
So getting to do this, like you get to put on your resume, like I got to do Centerpiece Festival, I got to do this thing with the grad students, and it also helps vary and layer your experience with like who you work with and the experience that you have working with people, and gives you a better variety, better resume, better experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think it all boils down to the opportunities that you get. Being able to work with Todd Ristau over at Mill Mountain Theater, or Young Americans, or Young American Theater. I can't remember what it was actually called now. Young Audiences, thank you. I was such a big part of it. Being able to work with young audiences of Virginia and being able to tour to different schools and play different pieces, and that was an opportunity that I wasn't given just as a Hollins student. It was because of the relationship that Hollins had with Mill Mountain Theater. We had a friend of ours ended up being an intern at Mill Mountain over the summer, and part of that was because she was at Hollins and they knew her, and so they brought her in, and she had this great opportunity to have an internship. From what I heard, she thoroughly enjoyed herself and learned a lot, and now she's made really good connections, and I don't think it would have happened if there wasn't such a tight bond between Hollins and Mill Mountain
No, especially for the grad students, I think it's definitely a good start to see how things are going to be outside of a classroom setting, and not necessarily a small venue. Well, not the bigger venues, kind of like a safe place, and to get that exposure, and get people hearing about you, talking about you, not necessarily so far away that you have to drop everything, move, and start fresh, start from scratch, but fresh out of school, still in school, be able to do things like this.
If you've got a 25-minute to 35-minute self-contained script that's minimally produced, go to the Mill Mountain Theater website, www.millmountain.org, look up the submission guidelines and information, and send us your script. And if you're interested in getting 3 letters after your last name as a playwright, consider the Playwrights Lab at Hollins University.